All right, back. Okay.
Left to the right, top to the floor. When I say black history, say it's yours. Black history, it's yours. Black history, yes, it's yours. And we say it loud and proud again. There's no America without the African. Fighting to get it equal. Black history, the story of the people. Black history, it's yours. Black history, yes, it's yours. It's yours. Only 28 days in the month of February. It's just a kickoff, we don't stop till every textbook and every class give up the glory. The true and living facts of his and her story. People wanna know why we still celebrate it. Road been rocky and we made it, we elated. Our survivors, strivers, fighters, singers. Get us dropping names like we have butterfingers. Rosa, King, X-Truth, the greatness. Ali, Fred, Douglass, these are the basics. But how about Bessie Coleman, the fly aviatrix? Or Katherine Johnson, who helped launch the spaceships? Or Lewis Latimer illuminating homes? Or Dr. Shirley Jackson improving telephones? Or Fred McKinley Jones keeping ice cream cold? I could go on and on till my body get old. Left to the right, top to the floor. When I say black history, say it's yours. Black history, it's yours. Black history, yes, it's yours. Fought the revolution in both world wars. Black history, it's yours. Black history, yes, it's yours. Black history, yes, it's yours. Gotta say it loud and proud again. There's no America without the African. Fighting to get it equal. Black history, the story of the people. We gave you traffic lights to stop the crash. Almanacs, gas furnace, and gas mask. Gave you hip-hop, Tila rock, blues and jazz. And fresh new dances with flair and pizzazz. Automatic gear shifts to move the cars. Potato chips and peanut butter in jars. Laundry dryers, home security systems, super soakers and suspenders. I could go on listing. Many contributions across institutions. Supreme Court and ball court, it's been an evolution. And we sing it every day. Blue notes like Harold Melvin for this Billie Holiday. We know what's going on. Thanks to Marvin Gaye. Get a bounce in our step on cue like Kid and Play. Gwendolyn and Kendrick, our poets represent. Hold mics tight like truths that's self-evident. Yeah, we know our heroes fantastic, but gotta remember the forgotten on the Atlantic. We gotta honor our departed, taken from the land where humanity started. Left to the right, top to the floor. When I say black history, say it's yours. Black history, it's yours. Black history, yes, it's yours.
Hey, welcome, family, to Sankofa 180 degrees. We got the Sunday book read comp right now. Uh, welcome, man. Here we are. You know, what I mean, first Sunday of the month. We got the kids, the children. You know, reading about Black history. You know what I mean? So, and this is what we need, man. You know, like I said before, you know, we're here in Florida. I live in Florida, and here they done took out Black African history. They took it out off the curriculum. So you no longer can learn Black African history here in Florida. You can learn about the Germans. You learn about the Jews. The Indians. You might not even learn about the Indians, but I know you can't learn about Black African history. So this is what one of the things we do, man, here on Sankofa 180 degrees, man, is we show Black African history, and we make sure that our children are involved. You know what I mean? So and we involve the children. Okay. Uh, so what we have here today, fam, is we have
You know, when mute, sometimes when you mute,
I did.
okay, now you back.
I'm back. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the mystery of the Egyptian scroll. uh, part two. Okay. This is actually chapters 3 and 4 that's going to be read, and we read, and the read is being done by no other than Queen Nunu. Okay. Nunu is in Vegas right now, family. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna show a we're gonna show a video of Nunu, and she's gonna read for us. Okay. All right, man. She's gonna read for us. So I just wanted to share this. She did a video because she, like I said, she's in Vegas. So we want to make sure that she still enjoy herself. So she recorded it, pre-recorded to read. Okay, fam?
Hi, my name is Nisha, and I will today be reading
Can y'all hear that?
Uh-huh.
All right, here we go, fam.
The Mystery of the Egyptian Scrolls, chapters 3 through 4. Let's begin. Zed bounded over the plots and headed out of the marketplace. The cool alley quickly swallowed him in shadow. The air flickered on his hot skin. Doves cooed, nestled on eaves, over doorways, underfoot. A few sleepy pigeons rose, flopping, disturbed by the slap of his bare feet. He passed the woodcarver's open door. The sweet smell of cedar shavings floated in the stillness. Zed flew around the corner and then slow. He was almost there. What if he kept running out of town instead of going home? But then he saw the sandals lined up on the stoop. His heart leapt. He was in luck. He could almost feel the demon in his hands. A big heavy bag of copper. He could barter that copper for 10 sacks of grain, or of any manner of things. What would his mother say? She'd be so proud, and he'd tell her that he was simply doing his job and taking care of him, just like Father asked. Zed crept up the stairs rather than a proper door. A heavy curtain shielded the house from the alley. He approached and gently pulled it, just enough to peek inside. He wanted to make completely sure it was the same person before, raising the alarm. As he lifted the curtain over, he suddenly realized the danger he was putting himself in. A thief lived here, no ordinary thief, according to the Menja. Zed couldn't hope for help from a passerby. The alley behind him was empty, and Zed had no weapon. Before he had changed his mind, 2 strong hands grabbed him by the shoulders and halted him inside. "What's this?" the man growled. "A spy?" "Let go," Zed said, struggling. "Why should I?" he said. "What are you doing sticking your head in my door?" His sun-darkened face was the color of old leather. A scar ran down one cheek and mud stained his calves. "You're a thief," said Zed. "Let go or you'll be in more trouble. They'll come for you." "Who have you led to my door?" he said. Zed was about to say the Medja, hoping the man would believe him and let him go, when a woman hurried into the room. Flour had covered her hands. "What's this? Let go of the poor boy. What has come over you?" she cried. "He followed me," the man said, but the anger had gone out of his voice. The woman wiped hairs from her cheek, leaving a streak of flour. She was dressed simply, and her black hair hung in a neat braid. "Why would he do that, and what has gotten you so upset?" The man slumped onto a 3-legged stool. Medja returned. "He's a thief," Zed said. "Will someone please tell me what's going on?" the woman said, looking from Zed to her husband and back again. "Now, Alma," he said, "do you really take your husband for a thief?" She planted a hand on his shoulder. "Of course not." She brushed away her flowery print. "First, bring me and the boy some water. I think we're both thirsty from running." He looked at Zed for confirmation. Zed nodded. Seeing the man now, he realized he was telling the truth. While he looked frightening in the doorway, he could see he was simply a hard worker, and laugh lines etched deeply around his eyes and mouth spoke of kindness. The man stood and offered Zed his stool, and went in search for another. The house smelled good, like flowers. He searched for the source of the smell and was rewarded by the sight of one of the big clay bowls on a low table, filled to the brim with fragrant, flowering herbs. The bowl was etched all around with blue, watery birds. Funny how he remembered liking it when he was little. And now here it is. Now here it was, like a long-lost friend. They must have bought it years ago. The man returned, and Alma came back a moment later with 3 clay cups balanced on a tray of woven straw. The Water tasted pure and cool, and Zed drank thirstily. The man set down the cup. I'll tell you both what happened. My name is Pardos, and I am a papyrus farmer. I have a plot of land on the bank of the Nile, where I tend to my papyrus plants. It's a small plot, but it yields enough reeds to banter with the paper makers and feed me and Alma here. Why were those midsays chasing you, Zed said. He smiled and had a closed hand. I'm coming to that. It started when I was leaving my field. I was walking through my reeds, slowly, checking for insects and rot, that sort of thing. They were very tall this time. I overheard a man talking. I was surprised because few people just wandered into my plot, he shrugged. There's no reason to. There's nothing worth stealing, and it's not particularly interesting unless you're a farmer. He took a sip of his water and said, As I heard voices giving the thick vegetation, I couldn't see who was speaking, but I did hear one man say, now that we have the building plans, we're set. All you need to do is make sure that our buyer is at Paras paused and color sniffed his teeth. At what? Zed said. That's the problem. I don't know. He ran ahead over his head in frustration. It was clear on his face. That's the last thing I heard. I was so stupid to let them see me. I didn't think. I just stepped out onto the open, and they stopped talking. Zed groaned. If Paras held back just a little longer, they'd be able to solve this case. I know, Paras said, as if reading Zed's thoughts. What did they look like? Zed asked. One man was quite fat. A large man with short beaded wig. How wealthy. Rings on every finger, and in one hand he had what looked like a large scroll wrapped up in leather. A scroll? The building plans they were talking about, Alma said. Exactly, Paros said, but building plans for what? I don't know. What about the other men then? You said that there were two. Yes, the other one was tall and thin and bony, with a long neck. He looked like a boiled chicken, if you know what I mean. Zed grinned at this description. So what happened after they saw you? I looked at them, and they looked at me, and the fat one shouted, Get him! Well, I could have told them that they were trespassing, but it didn't seem like a good idea because the thin one pulled out a knife. I didn't wait to find out what you planned to use it for. I just started running and ran for town, hoping I'd lose them in the alleys. So then why were the Medjay chasing you? I think the big man must be some kind of official, because a Medjay recognized him and he yelled that I was a thief and that he'd stolen something. I was lucky to make it home. Zed nodded. I've been close. If you're good, it's good that you're a fast runner. That won't do me much good now, though. I'm afraid to leave my house. They've seen my face. He don't happens to thieves, and if he's official and it's state business, it's death for certain. But if I don't leave my home, how can I tend my fields? I'ma look stricken. But you're innocent. Zed jumped to his feet. That reminds me, you better bring your sandals inside. Why? Paris jumped from here in the morning in Zed's voice. Zed was closer to the door. He ran for it. I told him Majad, the man they were chasing, had mixed my sandals, he told Paras, throwing the curtain aside. Zed snatched them up, barely. He had done so when a Majad turned into the alley. Zed clutched them so close to his chest. The Majad glanced at Zed curiously. Good morning, the Majad said. His muscled shoulders shone with sweat. Good morning, Zed replied. Just, getting my sandals here. Those look a little big for your feet, boy. Oh, yes, scurried into them. The Majah stopped and scanned Zed's face more closely. Do I know you? You look familiar. Me? Just his look. That was the thing about working in the market. People recognized him sometimes. I don't think so, the man grunted after a moment. He said, have a nice day, and kept going. Zed let out a huge sigh of relief when he stood back in. And I'm done reading the book.
Sweet. So one question.
Yeah?
What stood out in that story to you?
When Zed figured out what Paras, who he really was, and he wasn't actually a bad guy. He was just trying to tend to his farms and stuff.
Right. Anything else you want to say about it? That you want children to know? That they might not recognize?
No, not really. I don't know if there's anything I can really.
Well, thank you, Nisha. That was an awesome reading, and with a lot of character in it. You really read well.
Thank you.
Bless you. Sankofa totally loves and respects Nisha. Thank you for participating in the children's book read. We do this every first Sunday of the month at 2 p.m. Bring your family, bring those kids. They get to win a free book. We put it in a raffle. We spin the wheel, and whoever's name pops up, we give them a free book, no charge for shipping and postage or nothing. It's totally free with real characters real locations, and real events. So bring a family on in. Nisha, thank you so much again. You're such a gem. Peace.
Hey, so listen, man, that was really nice, really beautiful, of course. And yeah, man, she read like a chick. She read better than me. Excuse me.
Yeah,
She
yeah, what
read,
I told her.
yeah, she
That's
read
what I
better than
told her
me, man.
too.
She read better than me, man. So yeah, that was beautiful, uh, nice and quick too, man. I said that's where it's supposed to be, nice and fast.
Hot Cheetos.
Here you go.
There's my guys. There's my guys.
Yeah, man. So family, that was part two.
Tasty.
Couple of chapters. You know, the book is a little too big for it all, but we're gonna get through it. I just wanted to know if there was any more names that we need to add to the list, man. Of
I hope I don't have any.
Me neither.
okay. All right. And I don't have any more to put on either, man. So let's see if let's get ready to check out the board. Okay, so everybody that's supposed to be on there is on there. Nobody can think
Yep.
of nobody else's name, right?
Think it looks good.
Looks good. All
Yep.
right, man. So here we go, family. We're gonna spin the wheel and see who wins who can win this book. All right, here we go. Okay, looks like Nino won.
You know.
Yeah, oh Nino won. So we're gonna have to make sure Nino gets his book. Uh, and I'll send that to him.
Nico won.
Nino, not Nico. Nino.
Oh,
Yeah.
I really wanted them.
So Nino won. We got that. So family, I just wanted to say, man, thanks for joining Sankofa 180 Degrees for the children's book read. Uh, I think, man, I think maybe this weekend, man, this coming up weekend, man, I'm gonna have a little discussion with an apologist, man, on guess what the topic is, Gerald.
What is it? What is it?
Gerald already know what it is. What's the topic,
Yeah,
Gerald?
no.
The Exodus.
He agreed to it. Now this is what he said though. He say that he ain't too familiar with the Exodus, is what he's saying. But like, dude, come on, you're not fooling me with that, right? You apologist, so you know about
Well,
the Exodus.
maybe you better help them out, man. Ain't no
Nah,
question. You definitely gonna be able to help them out.
you gotta be careful with that, man. But the
Yeah.
Exodus, so right, so yeah, so you know, it ain't. So you just gotta understand that the 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 discussion is not about Kemet. This is about the Exodus and the Bible. So I'm not. I'm So
Which day is that again?
Can we?
I'm gonna try to get it for Saturday. Hey, son, you guys can go ahead and get off, man. Hey,
Yeah, I'm
thanks
gonna
for
get off
joining
too.
us.
I'm gonna hit the road.
Okay, thanks for.
Bye, Dad.
Bye, son.
All right,
Hey,
Love
bye,
you.
my dude. Bye, nephews.
Bye. Bye.
Yeah.
Isaiah.
But yeah. He got the one. He said Isaiah the one. Hey, but yeah. Yeah. So we probably have a little discussion going on between me and the apologist, man. He wants to do it on his page, on his. I don't know if there's a way that we could do it off both.
What's his
Yeah, we can
name
put
again?
Hold on, let
One
me get it.
dollar with
Huh?
L.
Yeah, it's a funny name. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I baited them into one too.
Huh?
I baited them into a discussion too.
You did?
Yeah,
Of course he
Oh, you
did.
got so you got one for you got one with him? You got
he
one coming
chose
up?
the topic.
He did?
Yeah,
What was it?
uh, the declarations versus the Ten Commandments.
So you gonna do that against them? You gonna do it live?
Well, he do it. It ain't no debate. It ain't
I'm just saying, you going what? Hold on, man. Let
What?
me let me let me see if it's the same dude, man.
He gonna get beat up twice by Sankofa. Hey, I'm out, man. I'll get back with you, Kings.
All right,
safe
King.
traveling. Safe
All
traveling,
right,
great.
no doubt.
Let me see. So you didn't you didn't you done debated you done you done you done you done lowered his ass in, huh?
Make sure. I'm gonna tell you who.
It's this dude right here. I think that yeah, this him. It's Lowen Dissel,
Yeah.
Lawan Dissel.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You checked it. I showed you his shit, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so he's so when I talk to him, let me see. Uh
Some girl put up something dealing with the weighing of the heart. I gave some information on it, and then he tagged me. Then I put up a video and tagged him in the video. He flipped back and said, "Oh, I know about all that time, yada yada yada. This I did video on." I said, "Okay,
he said he need a video.
yeah, he did a video."
Wait a minute, what did he say? What happened?
uh, listen, give me the
Oh, hold on. Okay, yeah, hold on. All right, go ahead. Let me see. Get to my mobile.
Which is called the admonitions of Ma'at,
you
the
see it?
laws. There were 42
Yeah, I
admonitions
can
of
hear it.
Ma'at.
Yeah, I tagged him up there.
Oh, yeah,
And
that's
these
him.
principles were used to guide our ancestors through their daily life.
So I tagged him in this video because he had said something to me earlier. So this is him talking right here. I know this theory, brother. Moral codes are universal. The others are you declaring them. The Ten Commandments come from God. Okay.
The others you are declaring them. So
So he
and okay,
said, yeah, and so that's what I say morality comes from humans. The 42 Declarations of Mark from the Novel Civilization of Kemet is older than your quote unquote God's commandments.
that's right.
See, I caught what he said so earlier. When he said, others you declaring them, as if man, that he really think that God told people how to act, like in his mind, some silly, goofy ass shit. Because the Bible say so. That makes sense?
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
when in reality, we figure out what's good and bad. God didn't have to come to no mountain to tell no goddamn Moses not to do this. And if he told him that late, man still already knew what to do.
I'm just
So that's
saying,
what I'm
like,
saying. Now, Valley, we already knew that.
But
Before,
your guy can't be more original than that, though. I mean, to come and take take these confessions and put them in your book. I mean, he couldn't have been more original than that to come and take something from us.
we already knew that. Yeah. So again, he's gonna tell me, is it objective or subjective if it comes from humans? 2, older doesn't mean better. 3, the codes of Hammurabi are older than those in Kemet. So
Not
we
even
supposed to
close.
be it there. Watch my videos. I explain why these fail. So I said, I watched some of your video. I would love to have a talk with you and express my understanding of the spiritual teaching of novelist civilization of Kemet. Number 1, the fact is that it comes from humans. Your scriptures say your God physically wrote the 10 commandments with his finger. In Exodus 31:18, and he gave unto Moses what he had made with the end of communicating with him upon Mount Sinai 2 tablets of testimony, tablets of stone, written with the finger of God. So I put the laughing face on that.
Yeah.
Number 2, I was saying the fact that the 42 declarations of might or innocence are older than the 10 commandments. It is subjective if one comparing the two say old doesn't mean better. I didn't make that claim, so it's a red herring. Number 3, you would have to make the claim and then burden the proof would be on you dealing with the codes of Hammurabi. Don't suppose, just try to prove your point. I have no problem with it. You tell me again, he definitely sent me that. Let's have a chat, hit him up. And you tell me again, if morally if subject, then colonialism and slavery were only wrong to those it happened to. I say, who making this argument about slavery? Why do you keep diverting and bringing up subjects that I haven't even mentioned? You're gonna tell me he don't assume I understand if I say morally or subjective, then there are things you can't say are wrong because everyone decides what's right or wrong. It's the implication of preposition. I tell him, humans are the ones that take what morality is, Slowpoke. There's no deity or God that tells or commands us what to do. That's the realm of mythology, or either we're dealing with people who have mental health issues. You say, brother, repeating something don't make it try. That's why I said, if you do upon the humans, who's to say colonization was wrong if it was right for the Europeans? Was it objectively wrong for all humans? I think you're not familiar with the moral argument for the existence of God. But let's have a good discussion about it online. There, at least other people can make judgment as to who is right or wrong. I tell them again, why do you keep trying to move the goalposts talking about colonialism and Europeans? I have not brought that up. I've told you this about 4 times now. It seems you are preoccupied with some other angle than the topic of discussion. It won't work. I'm throwing a smiley face. So he said again, you don't get the implications, that's why. But I will explain it to you. Just let me know when you are free. But read up on the moral argument for the existence of God. So at least you know where I'm coming from. I say, if this is the argument for the existence of God, I never made that claim. I don't understand why you keep trying to make me take a position on something that I never choose. But I am ready anytime, though, bro. You know.
Hey, so yeah, hey, what's this here? These his videos right there?
Yeah, the Egyptians were wrong about creation. And I sit there and told them. We can also discuss the topic on it. Yeah, when I seen that, I remember that. Okay, that's the dude you had been talking to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I remember you had showed me a video, so I didn't really watch, but I looked at it. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about his video. I don't care if he had a video or not. You know what I'm saying?
No, but
I
see what it
know
is, if you listen to his videos, right, you will see his stance on a lot of shit. And then
they talking about other people. It's as you say, he's an apologist. I understand. Yeah, that should not work with me.
because yeah, yeah. And so he accepted that. But he said that he wasn't too familiar with the Exodus. What he said. Let me see what he said, man. I'm gonna show you exactly what he said. He said, right here. He telling me Tuesday. I can't do Tuesday, bro. We gotta do where I can. I ain't gotta be pressed for no time, man. Let me see. It's right here. Uh, okay, I said, so he said that would make an interesting discussion. While I don't claim to be an expert in the area, I'm willing to give it a go. This is what he said. So I said that the topic is Exodus an historical event? That's the question.
From that, I would since he once he put that point out, you would ask him, are you allowed to play an expert? You know what I'm saying? Will he allow you to present an expert since he's not an expert?
Yeah, I mean, well, we're gonna I see. I do that when we go live.
You understand what I'm saying though?
Yeah, yeah,
Then you play that Israel thing on it. He's the expert. You can't counter him.
right,
I take the same position as Wittgenstein because there ain't no evidence of it. But he's the expert. I ain't saying I'm the expert either. But I got enough common sense to know when ain't no evidence. But he's the expert.
right.
And he's saying we can't count for none of that shit.
That's right. That's right. Now,
I would blame him with that real fast. Have that little section, whatever, him talking about precise what's history, what's not, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, he can't get out of it. You know.
that's right. So what? So this is yeah, and yeah. See, I see, yeah. I definitely got to use Finkelstein, but I got some more. I got some other motherfuckers too.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. That's it though, man. Like I don't know where you come from, King, but we show and prove. We got to show and prove here. You know what I'm saying? Like you showing and prove. I'm gonna put some couple of people down here too. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get some people that's really in the field, that's really doing this,
Mm-hmm.
and we're gonna see what they say.
All right, next first.
And just so you know, this dude is a Hebrew Israelite. He's an Israelite. He's an
Really?
Israelite. No. I'm talking about Finkelstein.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he an Israelite. So you know what I'm saying? So it ain't like he an atheist or and speaking down on your religion. He you know what I'm saying? He's a believer in they believe in Exodus.
Yeah, this y'all foundation, period. This is
Yeah,
foundation, you
yeah.
know.
And that's a that's a pivotal moment in biblical history. That's a that's that's very important part of history in the Bible. And if that turns out not to be so, then you gotta take a lot of shit out of that Bible, man. It's a lot of shit that will have to come out that's associated with that goddamn flood. I mean, with not flood, but with the Exodus. It's a lot of shit that's associated with the Exodus that if the Exodus never happened, then you gotta erase that shit too.
Right.
You know. So and you can't say that it didn't happen because now you're going against God. Now which one? You know who? No, you God now. I mean, let's talk about this shit. So you caught. You can't move again. Now and see, he likes to move the goalposts. You see how he did with you? He moved the goalposts a couple of times with you.
Right.
You gotta keep his ass locked in.
Yeah, I know which claims I make and I don't, but I'm not gonna never let you counterpunch on me. I'm I do it. I can counterpunch. I'll punch your ass first and counterpunch. It don't matter to me. I'm because I can stand on my chemic stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's why I can punch you first. You know what I'm saying? I don't gotta wait to counterpunch you. You know what I'm saying? But I can play back and let you step out there and say some crazy shit. And say, motherfucker, prove that. You know what I'm saying?
that's right.
And y'all, all that shit with y'all trying to argue that. See, what's the name is keep no I that dude Otis. They believe in gods and all that stuff. That's that's a Hebrew Israelite. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He's taking it on face value. Even if a person who was into Kemet took it on face value like that, he still wouldn't talk negatively about it. You with me?
yeah.
Yeah. He's a he's a Hebrew Israelite who taking it on. Yeah, y'all niggas had all the goddamn cards. Y'all was doing all that crazy shit. Don't try to say y'all ain't religious either. Or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Yeah, see, but he don't. I don't know if he a Hebrew man because he don't. He's if you he's because he's talking about Jesus. He's talking about nah. This dude ain't no Hebrew. This dude is just a Christian. This
That's
a
the
G.
older Christian?
Otis is a Christian. He a
Okay.
Jesus dude. He ain't no
Okay.
Old Testament. He a Jesus dude. He wants you to come closer to Jesus and everything he comparing to Jesus. So
Okay.
right, see, like right here, this is where I was at with his ass right here. You know what I'm saying? I say so. The post is I don't follow no Jesus. I follow my ancestors. So do uh uh where where you at? So because he's wait, hold so he says your ancestors. You ain't from Egypt, and this is a cartoon. This is cartoon graffiti. This is your stone. This is your stone god. What your dead ancestors tell you. So this is what he was talking about right here. Let me share it right quick. This is what he's talking about right here.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
Huh?
Okay, yeah.
That's what he's talking about, right?
Mm.
And so he got to talking about. So that's what came out of his mouth. Your ancestors. So that's when I bust his damn. I jumped on his motherfucking head. I said, they tell you. They tell. He said, what your dead ancestors tell you. And I said, they tell us not to believe in fairy tales, to study them because they knew we were going to need the information they left for us to remember who we were, so we don't end up indoctrinated by the enemy like you have been, right? So that I know that pissed him off right there. You
Yeah.
know, you know, motherfucker say, "You dumb fucks, why did you why did your Egypt convert to Christianity in the first century?" Then he said, your Egypt accepted Jesus. You are a Christian country. You never heard about Coptic Christians? You fool. Egypt follows Jesus." And uh and then he jump on this dude named Casey. He say, "Hey Casey, why you never tell the public that Egypt accepts Jesus in the first century? Did you forget about your ancestors? Coptic Christians are Egypt." And then he said, "You fucking liar. Coptic Christians convert you still lying." So I say, the more you talk shows just how much you don't know. This is what I say, right? I said Egypt has been colonized multiple times throughout history. I speak on ancient Kemet, not when the Greeks changed the name to Egypt. Chronology is very important, right? Because he all over the goddamn place. He didn't jump
Oh,
from he did not here now he to the first damn century. And then I said, "Are you talking about right before they switched from Serapis to Jesus? Shortly after the Ptolemies, around the Roman, around when the Romans took it from the Greeks?" I said, "Let's go, man." Right? And so this nigga, after that, he get real quiet for a minute, and then uh he just puts a smiling, a laughing face, right? You know what I'm saying? When he first started calling me names on another channel, on another on another on another joint from the Christians and conscious community. He I just explained to him that you always can tell when uh man, you know what? I think we better let me do something. Put this all on live, man. Hold on for a second. Uh Peace, family. We out, man. Sorry.